Happy Sunday, guys. Trust everybody is doing good. Trust you all had a great week. Can you guys hear me? Please put up an emoji if you can hear me. I know my mic is not muted, but just to confirm, please put up an emoji if you can hear me. Thank you, Essa. Thank you, Getchi. So they want to talk about setbacks in trading. I don't even know why I chose this topic, but I know there are setbacks in trading, and I've read some messages. So I definitely know that there are setbacks in trading, and now let's address them. So if you're here and you can hear me, you can like comment some setbacks in trading in the comment section that you want us to talk about. But definitely one of the setbacks in trading is capital. Capital is definitely one of the setbacks in trading. How do you deal with it? How do you deal with that? Um what other setbacks do we have in trading? We have not having access to the right knowledge, the right technique. Now that can set you back. Or should we classify setbacks in trading into technical setbacks and psychological setbacks? Because they are probably both. There's technical, there's physical, there's psychological, right? When it comes to technically, what are the setbacks you can have? You can be your own personal setback, obviously, or you already have access to the knowledge that works for you. You already have an edge in trading, but you are not still profitable. Let me change it to setbacks. No, setbacks in trading is okay. You are not profitable, but you have an edge. What is the problem? What is holding you back? It could be you yourself. It could be fear. Fear can be a setback to trading profitability, right? What are you scared of? You're scared of losing more money. How do you conquer that? By making sure that your next meal doesn't exactly depend on your P&L, the profit you make right now or the loss you make right now. You know that you're still going to eat tomorrow, whether you lose on this trade or not, right? That would help you to be psychologically balanced and prepared for the next trade. You're not going to quickly close that trade just because you're not going to quickly close that trade just because you don't know you can't afford to lose. You can't afford to lose because you need that money to eat tomorrow, right? So money, not having enough capital, right, is a big setback. Can be a big setback, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be a setback, but it sure can be a setback if it's beginning to affect if it's beginning to affect your ability to execute those trades properly, right? Now, getting another job or getting a different source of income while you are hustling this trading profitability, while you are still on your journey to trading profitability, would actually make it easier for you to not only execute properly, but at the same time, it's going to help you to be able to you'll be able to afford to fund your account. You'll be able to afford to fund your account. You'll be able to afford to buy challenge prop firm accounts if that's what is needed. You'd be able to trade with less pressure. It's going to reduce the pressure on you having a different source of income, right? To ensure that okay, you are not going to starve if you lose this trade. That's one. So on a very large scale, it is important for you I want it to be financially stable, but then to be able to be financially secure to an extent such that your entire life does not depend on trading. Mind you, this is just while you are on the journey to profitability. Once you are profitable, you can flex however it is you like. Okay, there are some comments. Not focusing, uh, lack of confidence. Yeah, lack of confidence can be a setback. But like I said, I think there was a tweet I made about confidence. Confidence can be bought, and confidence is not cheap. Yeah, this is the tweet, right? Confidence can be bought. Confidence is not cheap. Confidence takes time to build. Your confidence, you're going to build it one trade at a time, one execution at a time. And this is how this confidence thing works, yeah? You want to build your confidence. First of all, understand that it's going to take time to build your confidence. One trade is not going to give you the confidence you need. Two trades is not going to give you. In fact, a week is not enough to build that confidence, right? Personally, I think what's going to give you this confidence is after a losing streak. Let's say you took 2 to 3 or 4 losses, and then after two TP hits, you were back in profits, or you took 2 losses and then one TP, and then you made your money back. That thing brings confidence. The fact that you probably feel bad after losing the first trade. You lost the first trade, you lost the second trade. You're already feeling bad, but enough to show up and execute. Now, with your small, let's say your confidence has gone down to 10%, but because you have promised yourself that throughout this week you're going to execute your edge, you've already promised yourself that you're going to execute your edge. Now, that small hope, that 10%, this is not even confidence now, this is even discipline. You've already made a plan on Sunday, and then you know that you're going to review it on Friday next weekend. So now you show up after taking 2 losses, and then you still executed that same edge. God bless you, it's now 5R. So now you're in profit of 3R. You've lost, let's say you're risking $100 per trade, and you have lost 2 trades, that's 200. And then you now made 500 only on one trade. Now you're in $300 profit. That's 3R. See, this experience is going to give you confidence. It's going to build your confidence. There's no way a TP eating and putting you in profit, clearing all of your losses, is not going to give you confidence. It's impossible. So now, one of the sure ways to build your confidence is that don't break your rules. See now, if you want to break your confidence, that's how to build your confidence. If you want to break your confidence, yes, see the kind of things that will break your confidence. You are in a trade. You didn't set your you didn't list out the things that are going to you didn't list out the things that are going to your checklist for closing the trade. Now I just looked at it, and Holy Spirit just told you to close that trade, and then you close the trade, and then the trade now went and hit stop loss, right? Because the trade has gone to hit stop loss now, you are not believing in your intuition, thinking that yes, Holy Spirit directed me right, or thinking that yes, your intuition is right. Now the next time you close a trade, trusting just your intuition now, and that trade goes to its TP, it's going to affect your confidence, because now you have started breaking your rules. You have started breaking your rules, and the last time you broke your rules, it was good for you, it was positive for you. Assuming you suffered a loss from breaking your plan or breaking your rules, that's like an immediate punishment, and it will be a reminder for you to keep following your rules. But because you broke your rules following your intuition, and then you went in profit, your subconscious will register it that it is okay for you to break your rules. Now, the time that you closed that trade in little loss and it went to its TP, Let's say you've taken one loss. That trade that went to ETP was supposed to give you like put your head in four trades, say 4 hour. You're supposed to have like times four of your risk, right? And you close that trade. That is going to shake you off because now your result now is not going to be based on your execution anymore. If you take two more consecutive losses, you'd be in loss, you'd be in deep loss, and now your confidence has gone really down. As against if you are taking it, you eat TP, and now that you took like two losses, you will still be in profit and your psychology will still be kind of balanced. So if you keep breaking your rules and then it ends up being to your favor that you broke your rules, it is going to affect you, not immediately, but eventually. It's going to affect you. There's no way it's not going to affect you. So now if you keep following your rules and then you now see that after this drawdown or downtime, you are still able to bounce back by following the same set of rules. That is what is going to build your confidence in your rules. That's what's going to build your confidence in your plan. But if you keep doing odds today, one tomorrow, follow it today, break it tomorrow, you are not going to be consistent in doing it. And therefore, it's going to affect your confidence because now you don't even know if it's your intuition that is making you make profit or lose money, or it is your plan. The whole thing is not going to be balanced. So if you lack confidence and you're battling confidence, reduce your risks to start with. Reduce your risk, backtest, study, and see what is the statistics of this edge. Do you truly have an edge, or you don't even have an edge? You're just playing. Some people don't have an edge, but they don't know. If you have an edge, you really should know the statistics. That is what's going to build your confidence. See, studying for execution, if it's for execution, you lack confidence in your execution. Studying and backtesting is what's going to give you that confidence because now you can see it. You have studied enough to say that okay, this pattern always plays out. Let's say 8 out of 10, or 7 out of 10, or 6 out of 10. In fact, your eyes is now accustomed to the pattern. You know that oh, you should wait for this, or you trade liquidation, and then you're like, okay, oh, so liquidation always happens. So when it takes me out the first time, it always comes back. Now you have studied it, you have seen it play out like 20 times in one weekend, just because you have back tested different pairs. Now you can see that this thing keeps happening over and over again. Now the fear of missing out would ebb away by itself. You don't want to jump into that trade again because you know that the first set of people that jumps into the trade gets taken out eventually. And then if you're entering after they have been taken out, it rides past your TP. Now the fact that you have seen it play out over and over again while you're backtesting during the weekend will take away the fear of missing out on Monday when you're back like on your screen ready to trade. But you have not seen it play out. You have not studied this. You have not seen it play out. You just heard it or you just watched it in a video or somebody just taught you and you didn't study it for yourself. You didn't see it for yourself. The first time you say, "Oh my God, it has happened," enter, and then you get stopped out. You can even get stopped out twice, and then eventually goes your way. What did you do wrong? You have not studied it enough to know exactly how it works. Oh, okay, this is the actual pattern. This is how it plays out. You don't know. You can't build confidence by guessing. Confidence is not, I'm not going to lose this trade. Confidence is even knowing that you might lose this particular trade, but if you take 10 trades, you can't be in a loss. That's confidence. Confidence is not I'm not going to miss this trade. Confidence is I can miss this trade if it doesn't give me the confirmation I'm looking for. It's okay to miss this trade if it doesn't give me the confirmation I'm looking for. That's confidence. So please, if you're lacking in confidence, try to um reflect and review what exactly are you lacking confidence in. What exactly is causing you not to have confidence? What mistakes are you having? What exactly are you scared of? Nobody's going to tell you, oh, so this is your problem. It is you in your reviewing. Maybe you looked at your last five trades, and then you're looking at your last five trades and you can say that, oh my God, why did I take this particular loss? Am I okay like this? I mean, there was somebody that made a comment under one of my tweets. He said, I was journaling and I saw the kind of losses I took. It's doing me like I should knock my own head. Yeah, there are some losses like that you would take. You would actually want to beat yourself. Why would I take this kind of loss? Now, because you have reviewed it and you have seen that you're not supposed to even take this kind of loss, you probably not take it again. But you have refused to review your losses. Trust me, I know why you took it. It felt right. That was why I took that trade. It's going to feel right again and you're going to take that loss again. If you're not reviewing, in fact, it takes somebody who is actually reviewing to know that, oh, if I'm actually trading this particular entry type, I usually get stopped out before it goes my way. But because you're trading like three types of setups, three different entry setups, maybe the first one is the one that stops you out, but you mixed it up during the week. So one actually eats CP, but there's a particular type of entry. When you take it, it always stops you out first. But you're not going to notice that that's a particular entry type that always takes you out. You are not going to know. Okay, so you're trading reversal. You're not going to realize that every time you're trading reversal, it takes you out. Why? Because you're not reviewing. But every time you trade continuations, you eat TP. So because of that, it makes up for your loss and you think that you're doing well. Imagine if you actually go back and review and then you see that, oh, this is what I'm doing wrong, or this one is where my strength is. Let me stick to it. Nobody's going to hand over confidence to you. You're going to work for your confidence. And it's the fact that you lose, you make money back, that's going to give you the confidence eventually. Not even just from studying. All right. Somebody said not focusing on the process or being specific about what you want, i.e., learning everything you see. So there are some kind of problems you have here. It takes pain to teach you because this one of not focusing on the process and not being specific about what you want, you're learning everything. There's a way you will learn everything. Yeah. There's a way you learn everything that eventually you're going to have, hey, what's this thing called? Analysis paralysis. At that point, you know everything, but nothing is working for you. And it's such a painful place to be because you're looking at the charts and you're seeing different things. You're seeing what big thing it taught you, you're seeing what Andre wrote trade on, you're seeing everything you have learned on the chart, and now you're waiting. Okay, let me wait for this. No, 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 no. You don't have a checklist. You don't have, okay, this is what I want to say. This is where I want to say. This is when I want to say it. You are going to be so confused. In fact, if you are like that, maybe if you journaling might just help you to find out what actually works for you. And I think, wait, let me there is this, what's it called? If you're not focusing on the process, what is your option? Like, what is the what is the alternative? If you're not focused on the process, you'd probably be frustrated by the present. Which would you rather do? Would you rather be frustrated by the present or just enjoy the process? It's a journey. The fact that you have finally found your edge, maybe it took you 2 years to even find your edge to start with, does not mean you are going to be profitable trading your edge this week or next month. As a matter of fact, it gets to a point where overconfidence even comes in, and overconfidence is also a problem. Overconfidence comes in, and then you lose money, and then you have to bounce back. Trading sounds so, or it looks so, um, like a walk in the park on social media. Oh, just start trading, and now you're going to buy a Lambo, and you're going to buy a house, and going to start touring. See, it's a journey. The earlier you accept that it is a journey to profitability, the better for you. You can make so much money. And if you change the way you make the money, if you change your process, if you change the things you do, you just might end up losing that much money. I mean, you legit can go from 100 to 0 also in trading. You lose your direction, you just lose it all, and then you start afresh. So the journey to profitability, I mean, the process is a journey. Just accept that it's a journey. The earlier you accept it, the more peaceful your journey is going to be. You just know that you're submitting yourself to the process. You don't have to start chasing December, or you're doing your best to make sure that you're getting better every day. I think in everything I do, I actually just focus on, oh, the very next day, the very next action. I'm trying to get better every day. Every execution, you're getting better. Every trade you take, you're getting better. Everything you do, you're actually getting better. If you have a problem focusing on the process, trusting the process, how many things exactly are you not trusting the process in? Because it is actually, that's a personal problem. I refuse to believe it's just a trading thing. If you're somebody who naturally trusts the process in everything, I think it's going to reflect in your trading too. And if you do not trust the process in trading, that's just you. I don't think it's about trading. I think you should do like, you should have like an honest conversation with yourself and see. You need to, being able, the ability to focus on the process is not something that is handed over to you as well. It's not something you can buy also. It comes with time. It comes with, what do you read? What do you feed your mind with? Who do you listen to? What are you doing to intentionally redirect or reshape your mindset to start being able to trust the process? It's a personal thing. You need to work on yourself. You need to work on your mindset. This is not a trading matter. This is you. You need to develop the ability to focus on the process, right? I mean, not being able to focus on the process is also what causes people to, they're looking for fast money. Go and give Big Timmy money. Let Big Timmy trade for them, and then Big Timmy will blow their account. That's also you not trusting the process. There are lots of mistakes you just might make along the way. So please start reading books, start reading books, start listening to podcasts, start listening to whatever it is that can actually help you reshape your mindset. All right, so revenge trading and over trading. Hmm. Just like others, I think revenge trading and over trading is something that, if I tell you that it's not good to revenge trade, it just might not work until you lose money to revenge trading. Until it actually hurts you, you feel some kind of pain, you do some kind of things that the the consequence is actually grave, and then you learn it. Well, if you're you just might learn it once if you're a fast learner. Revenge trading can cause you to blow your account. Revenge trading can cause you to lose all your money. Over trading too, the same thing. If you learn your lesson once from it, you will probably not do it again. I don't know if there's any trader that actually can say that I have never revenge traded or I've never over traded. No, I don't know, but I feel like it is just one common mistake everybody makes. It can cost you a lot, because while you are revenge trading, you just might blow your account. While you are revenge trading, you might lose your account. It's a setback, yes, but it is not far-fetched. It's not something that is not common. It's quite common among traders. But now, if you revenge trade once and you almost lost your account, you did not lose it finish. You just lost it, like maybe daily drawdown is supposed to be 5%, and because you revenge traded, you're already down 4%. You have not lost the account. You're probably still up like 6% or whatnot, yeah. Or you probably still have 6% overall drawdown, or even less because maybe you're in profits before, right? The fact that you're this close to blowing that account should give you a hard reset, and then now be like, this thing is actually not good, I should not try it again. It's that simple. Over trading into the same thing. You just need, how you will feel, the way you'll be sweating, even if the weather is cold, will teach you a lesson over trading. Nobody needs to tell you to even close this trade. You just know that, okay, yes, I don't fuck up. So therefore, let me be closing the trades one by one. These are lessons that you would learn, and then in the corner of your room, you just know that, yes, I fucked up. You probably tell your journal, today, Monday, XYZ, I overtraded. I was supposed to use zero point 0.1, and I just decided to test my village people and use 1.0. Yes, they missed me in the village, but nah, I'm stronger than them. That kind of thing. Can you still hear me? Uncle Mo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
If you
you.
are not playing music, I'll probably know that they've kidnapped you. Alright, so some lessons, yeah, you learn it the hard way. You learn it through pain. That's just how it works. Big Demi, I've used you as bad example. Investor NK, I see you. Happy son. Wealthy Wilson, I see you. Let me send. Big Demi, I've sent you mic. Investor NK, I'm sending you mic too. Alright, so for those just joining, the topic is setbacks in trading. I think I've addressed some comments here. So you can drop yours as well. You can drop yours as well. Mm, someone said capital family. Family, how? Family as a setback, how? Please, if you're the one that wrote family, um, kindly expatiate so that I'll get it. How can your family be a setback? Environment. Hmm. Environment. Not allowing your position to run due to lack of patience. If you don't allow your trade to run due to lack of confidence, sorry, due to lack of patience, all of these things, you honestly cannot buy them. To be very honest, you can't buy them. Patience is something you build. When you see that, okay, as when I left this trade to eat TP, I would be up 4%. But because you close it at break even, you are down 2% because you've taken two other losses, right? You don't need anybody to tell you that what you are doing doesn't make sense. You really don't need. But anyway, you probably would not know if you don't review and journal. That's why it's very important for you to always review and journal your trades. It's very important for you to review and journal your trades. It's very important. That's when you see that it is not as if you're not seeing your setup. It's not as if you don't have an edge. It's not as if your trading, your edge is not profitable. The problem is that you are not executing properly. All of these things, you see it right there in your journal eventually. You're going to see it in your journal, and then you're going to know that you are your own problem. Your execution is poor. That's why you're not profitable. As a matter of fact, you are the reason why you're still poor. Let's just put it like that. So if your patience is what's keeping you poor, you really don't need anybody to tell you that you should work on your patience. All right. No access to gadgets. No access to gadgets. I don't know. If you have a phone, I think most traders started with just phone. If you have a phone, and I'm guessing that you can't have access to Twitter if you don't have a phone. I mean, it takes nobody started. Maybe some people started trading with screen and all of that, right? But then you don't need a big screen to start trading or start learning how to trade. If you have a phone, you definitely can start with a phone. Okay, 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 okay. What else? Schedule and time. Oftentimes, the other also used to phone trading. Still the time you have to trade. Hmm. All right, so I think I've spoken with somebody in a similar situation, and this thing is is about sacrifice and time management. If you have to be at work morning and afternoon, that's like London and New York, you can as well backtest a share session and see if you can trade it. Or you can just know, okay, this particular time frame is when you want to trade and look at what you're trading. And to be honest, it gets easier when you actually have a checklist. So you're not there staring at the screen all day. You just know what you want to see when you want to see it. And you just want to trade maybe between 8 and 11 a.m. And you just want to trade between 1 and 4. And then if you're back testing, you're not going to be back, you're going to like, you want to know the time frame in which your setup shows up the more. So you want to just see, okay, if it's between 8 and 11 that I'm going to have time to trade, you want to see your chances of seeing setup within that range. Of seeing your setup within that range. It can be hard, to be honest, it can be hard to juggle work and trading together. And I probably will not do justice to how you can manage it. But I feel like if there's a will, there is definitely a way, or there can be a way. Mm, okay. For now, I think I've answered. All right. So happy Sunday once again, events to NK. Filippo, I see you.
Happy Sunday, oh, my boss. How you been now?
Who's your boss? Why do you want me?
See, Tayo, we go meet for outside. No,
Investor
they do
NK, don't
this.
do this thing, no.
Ah, God, I beg. See my destiny helper where I travel all the way to come meet for Benin that year. Make she teach me trading, because now e dey for public place, they deny me. No, Allah, Jehovah dey. Talk true
In-
now. Say I no travel all the way from PH come Benin come see you. No, now can't lie now.
Investor NK, people are looking up to you in this space, so it's
They
not
play.
good the way you're doing,
Look
no.
up to Jesus, so please. It's the author and finisher of people's faith. I actually heard when somebody spoke about family being a setback to trading. Actually, it's possible for family to be a setback to trading, but that's only if you allow family to be a setback to trading, right? Like some people, like maybe first daughters, first sons, or maybe just people who are the ones carrying the responsibility of the family and stuff. You might be under pressure. Maybe your dad is sick, or sometimes not even about sick or something. Just normal food, normal water, fuel, all those kind of stuff. So that pressure can actually come and affect you and stuff. So, but the thing is, like I said earlier, is if you allow family to actually be a setback to trading, because I used to hear people say we left home to feed home, but some people don't understand how deep that statement goes. If you left home to feed home, you actually have to be fed first before you can feed home. So if you cannot take care of yourself, I don't see why you are, trying to take care of family. Like I know, yes, responsibility, you have to love, you have to show compassion, but you have to be able to tell family, omo, chill first. This thing no dey. When this thing don't dey, I'll now come back and try to help. And another thing I used to advise people to do is, like, when you start getting out there, don't just be sending 2K 5K to your family. One of the things I did that actually helped me was that once my sister got admission into university, I brought her over to my place in PH. She lived with me for over a month or so, and what I did in that period was I gave her books to read. A lot of us give money to people who we should be giving transformation, like mindset transformation. So the period where she read books, she saw me live my life, late night, early mornings, late night, early morning, sometimes no sleep, 3 days back to back. That taught her a lesson. And then from there, I didn't used to send her allowance. What I did was that, what do you want? I bought her courses, social media management. There is no video editor today that I know that can beat my sister. Like almost all my videos, she makes them. When it comes to my marketing strategy, she's up there. My social media management, she's the one. So that's a thing. When you start making money, don't just focus on sending money back home. Focus on enlightening and empowering your siblings, your cousins, your nieces, your nephew. Because if you keep giving them money, fam, money is going to finish. Right. So family can actually be a setback to trading, but you have to make a decision that, oh, family is not actually going to be a setback. Let it be something that propels you. When you see your sibling, like now, my sister is into social media management, my brother is learning UI UX, and they're all doing well, making money. So me and now, obviously, I don't want them to make more money than me. So that's when family now propels you. But when my sister is calling me for allowance, my brother is calling me, my mother is calling, all those things, that's when it now becomes a setback. So I just wanted to chip that in. Thank you, Tayo.
Thank you, Investor. Thank you. Yeah, I think I didn't get that family part. That's why I just skipped it because I didn't understand how um family could be a setback. Thank you for addressing that. And also, probably I think I've heard somebody say there was somebody that said, how do you even put it? Anytime he made profits, he was trading a small account. Every time he makes profit, he needs to make sure that there's food at home. And then one time he now he now sent his capital while he went back to hustling or something. I can't remember how that story went. And then I'm like, and then he came and said it was not profitable. And I'm like, I know you, I see your results, you are profitable. What exactly is happening? I know you are profitable. I've seen your charts, I've seen your before and after, I've seen your trades. So I don't think this is a matter of you are not profitable. Then he said, oh, the thing is, the money is not showing. I don't know. When the money is not showing, you are probably tempted to think that you are not profitable. Meanwhile, the money actually goes directly to family. And then I'm like, okay, what you should do is try and save and get a profit and only send your profit home. Not that you are going to send your capital. I was so surprised. Like now that you have sent your capital and you're going back to the streets to hustle for another capital. If there's no capital, how you buy the next meal? Like this is not even a matter of being selfish. This is not being selfish. This is also you looking out for them. You are looking out for them because you also want to feed them next week. You want them to be able to eat next week. So this is you also being considerate of them. Because if you send your capital home and you are not trading, if you're not trading, now you get money to send the next one. Do you want to keep working and sending it home? So please, I don't even know. It's been a while I spoke to him, but I'm hoping that he's making a better decision now. Professor Tough, happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. Why are you laughing?
Nothing.
Okay. Is there any setback in your life?
Me, are you asking me?
When you say setback in trading now,
I said back in trading now, not in my life.
I mean your trading life.
Oh no.
Okay. Sometimes topics are always better out of personal experiences, right? Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, like break in trading and all that. This one I've seen what's it called? I've seen different messages from that anonymous post.
Oh, okay. I'm just even kidding, Joe. Happy Sunday.
Yeah, no, happy Sunday.
Yeah. Uh, Uncommon happy Sunday, investor. Enki happy Sunday. And Big Timmy. Why you no collect mic? Don't proud.
It doesn't want me to troll him today.
Oh yeah. Talking of that, the gym thing, Prolific don't give up.
Ah, that's true. Let me go and check up on him. Oh. Let him not be like don't sick. Oh.
Abi bench press don't fall on top of it.
Your mouth bad.
Uh okay. Yeah, so let's dive into the topic. So setbacks in trading, trying to get the context of because setbacks can be a lot of things, right? It can be a lot of things. And I think Investor Enki was speaking about family, right? Family. One setback I know is capital. Capital. Yes, a lot of people don't have capital to start up their trading career. But in this era of prop firms and giveaway, should we still say capital is a setback? Right? In the olden days, and I'm saying olden days like it's 1982. When I mean olden days, I'm just saying like 2019, 2020, 20. Back then when we all started, the prop firms were not a thing like that. So capital would be a big setback back then. But now there are capital. There's capital everywhere. So what exactly could really be the setback in trading for most people? Okay, I just feel that. See, to be frank, I just believe that at this point, there is no excuse for anybody. Honestly, I was going through the timeline recently. I was like, give away the choke. You see one person 10 times 12K giveaway, and that person 3 times 10K, and that person 5 times 20K, and that, like, everywhere is giveaway. Everywhere is giveaway, and you wonder that what is the excuse for us as traders? Because all these guys are saying you should do to get funded is make 13%. And what does 13% mean? Make 8% phase one, 5% phase two. 8 plus 5, 13. That's the most common model you see out there. 8% phase one, 5% phase two. So all these guys just need you to do is make 13%. So the question now is that what is the problem? Like, what exactly is making people? I'm trying to really know what is now the issue with most traders, especially with the fact that there are accounts everywhere. It's me. If I was not who I am today as a trader, and I was to come back in another flesh form, another form, you get. I know I'll get giveaway accounts. I'll just pick one influencer, maybe na pencil I go pick. I go dey engage pencil post. I'll be retweeting everything. I'll be active. I'll make sure you see me everywhere. Before you know it, pencil don't put me. Congratulations to the winners. DM this to claim accounts. And I'm trading the accounts and I'm doing what I need to do on the account. Back then, we used to buy accounts with our money. Our money. Our money. I've said this on the space several times. My first fund account I even got in 2022 thereabout and early 2023, right? I was using my money. Alawi money, fair money. All this, I'll borrow money and all of that. There was no much giveaways like that. So what exactly is the excuse now? All right, I'm trying to interact with everybody. I know it's a rhetorical question. Someone out there might be listening to me and be wondering that, okay, why is this guy really harsh on us today? It's the truth. What exactly is your setback? Because if there are accounts everywhere, okay, we can now say that, okay, startup capital is an issue. These guys do discount codes every time. Back then, discount codes were not this much. You see
Okay,
50.
so there are some setbacks in the comment section. There is
Okay.
there's even one like schedule and time. Oftentimes the other also used to fund trading. Still the time you have to trade.
Okay,
I
okay,
mean
okay.
that was why I asked too and they dropped comments.
Oh, all right, okay. I think that will make sense for me to be more specific. So let me dissect that particular comment, so I can see its schedule and time. Oftentimes, the other also used to fund trading, still the time you have to trade. Okay, yeah, I guess the guy that wrote this thing must have heard us saying, get other sources of income. Make sure you have a side also. And now you're now wondering that, now these guys, they talk say maybe do side also. Now still now they talk say maybe we take trading seriously. How many things do you want us to do at the same time? How do you want us to focus on both of them at the same time? Okay, I'm guessing that is um the bigger perspective to that question. So this is my solution to you, whoever is listening to me there. Number one, and I'm going to be very technical. I'll speak on technical analysis for now for a while. I will say one thing. There's a friend of mine, maybe mentee, but mentee turned friend. She graduated from my school. She currently works in GT Bank. I don't know if she's on this page, but I don't think she'll be on this page. So, but I don't. In fact, the chances are very little. She currently works in GT Bank and is earning good money, about 212,000 naira. She got funded on funding pips in November. Then I think last month she won a giveaway from me. Then maybe got funded on my flash funding too, right? And those are the two accounts she got funded on. Okay, and you wonder that how would someone that works in a bank? So whoever asked that question, right? And for the for the thousands of other people on this page that also have questions like that, so just listen attentively. She works in a bank, and not this cashier, those collector with the day downstairs. So this one are upstairs, right? And she got funded on this account. How did she do it? Because you cannot tell me that schedule is not a problem or time. Okay. So before she actually got those accounts, I think she bought the funding paper herself, right? Before she did all of these things, we had a plan. See, we had a call on how to pass this account, on how to combine working as a GT Bank person at the same time passing account. The first thing I asked her was that, do you have an edge? Now, I already knew she had an edge right from time. She's been trading GU for 2 to 3 years. She finished from my school. They introduced her to me in 2021 or so. And so the classmate of mine that said that, oh, this girl, she trades Forex too, but she's not profitable. She has been trading for 2 years. I don't want, how girls used to do to themselves. I don't understand what she's doing herself. Just take a number if you can, so she introduced her to me. And all back then, I used to just give her psychology talks and all of that because I like talking a lot. But this time around, it meant business because this is your first job, the first ever job you get. And in a bank, you are not allowed to trade. If they catch you trading in any bank, they will sack you. Yes, if you trade in any bank in Nigeria and they catch you, they will sack you straight up. Banks do not permit individuals or their staff trading Forex. Not just even banks, there are many other companies that don't permit their staff. They believe that you use their money and trade, and company policies. So how did she do it? So she told me she had an edge. She started getting better. I think before she even got the bank job, she started journaling. I used to send some of these spaces, some other spaces to her. But this time around, remember that the schedule is going to get in the way. Schedule and time, as the person asked the question. So we needed to be smart about this thing. I said that you would either need to do two things. One, you might need to start trading after you come out from work within a specific time period, and you will never change that time. This is what I mean. If in Nigerian time, banks close by 5 p.m., you might need to pick a particular peer. And I want everybody to listen to me very, very carefully because I'm going into technical analysis. You might need to pick a particular peer that moves from 6 to 8 Nigerian time. And you must not breach this 2 hours time. Meaning that if you see the setup by 8:01, you are not taking it. It has to be 6 to 8 compulsorily. And you must do it every blessed day. Now you must backtest this particular time, create a trading model around the particular. Okay, luckily for us, I had a trading model. It was similar to what DAX trades. This inducement and QMR, that kind of thing they trade. I don't trade it, but that's what she traded. And I saw it because I told her to send me a setup. You must look for a peer that works around this time and trade by that time so that when you come out from the bank, you can have time to trade this. Forex is about consistency. If you like trade Asian session, you can be successful. See, you can trade Asian session and be successful in Forex. You just need to look for a peer that moves around that time period. Simple and have an edge. NZD Chef, NZD JPY, USD JPY, GBP JPY, they move around that time. You can find, there was a friend I had back then that used to trade from 1 to 3 Nigerian time in the midnight. 1 to 3 Nigerian time, and he was successful at it. All that the market thinks for me is repetition and consistency. That was the first option. The second option was that it's either you trade on a higher time frame. Meaning that if you use your HTF as maybe the let me say 4 hours or 1 hour, and your LTF lower time frame as the 5 minutes, you might need to scale up by 2 time frames. So now your HTF might be the daily, and your LTF might be the 4 hours, all right, or the 1 hour. Okay, so I said that maybe last class, what you go to do be say you go to go toilet every 4 hours. You go to pretend say you won't go ease yourself. After 4 hours, you put your setup, you check if there's any setup, you come back again, and you do it repeatedly. Now, 8 to 5 working period. How many 4 hours are there? How many 4-hour candles are going to print between 8 to 5? Now, I'm assuming that your side also is a 9 to 5 job. So I'm speaking to someone here listening to me that does a 9 to 5 job. How many 4-hour candles would print between 8 to 5 Nigerian time, which is the standard time that most companies open and close? Now, we are talking of 2 to 3 4-hour candles. So it means that you're going to be going to the toilet 2 to 3 times because you know that if they see you, you are being sacked. Our parents were not in support of the Forex thing because she was not making money. Truly, she never got funded ever. In fact, it's to be shocking to someone listening to me right now that the only time she got funded was when she was working in the bank. When she was at home all through all day, not doing anything, she never got funded. The highest she got to was phase 2 on consummate traders and so, and lost the account. But now when she can't get 95, when she can't get busy, and not just busy, she had a boss that was troublesome. A boss that used to insult her, that used to tell her that if you come 5 minutes late, they will deduct your salary. So as I said, how many 4 hours candles print between 8 and 5? All right. So you'll be going to the toilet like 3 times to check your setup and manage your trade. All right. Now that was the plan. So somehow we didn't talk for a while. Then later she told me that she passed the account. I was like, wow, I was happy. I was like, makes sense, blah blah blah. How did you do it? Blah, blah, blah. So she told me how we went, how she was able to maneuver the system, whereby when they are not around, she looks at the setup. Luckily for her, it was limit orders. As I'm speaking, I'm already giving subtle points on how to go about it if you have a side hustle, and your side hustle is a setback in trading. You might need to be using more of strategies that revolve around limit orders. What do I mean? There are some strategies that the setups form early. And what do I mean? Like, this kind of setups that, let's say you see a pattern and you put your limit order such that it peaks. And once it peaks, you put set and forget. Yeah, there's one particular strategy I and Pencil are trading currently. It's just one of our different models we have. It is a set and forget strategy. You set the strategy, you put your TP, you put your limit, you put all of them. Me, I'm assuming you have your psychology on point too. I'm assuming that you already know, like, you worked on psychology. I don't want to hear a story that after you start breaking plans. I'm assuming you understand what the game is all about. Set and forget. The setup forms. Once the setup forms, you set your SA, you set your TP. You don't go and do what you are doing. If you're a mechanic, continue your mechanic job. If you're a carpenter, continue. If you're an engineer, continue anything you're doing. Leave it, let it hit TP, let it hit SL. I can promise you, if you do this thing consistently for 30 days with an edge, consistently for 30 days, for 60 days, you will make money. You will make money. What will save you, what will be your saving grace is the edge itself. That edge, that model, the rules and all of that, that's what's going to save you and put money on the table. So if you have a side hustle, your strategy might need to be a strategy that does not print in time. I mean, what's the word? In real time. Yeah, that's the word. Real time. REALTIME. Real time. So it's not something that you're looking for a 5-minute change of character, then you have to be stalking your charts and get yourself sacked at work. No, it has to be a pattern that prints early during the day or has printed the previous day, such that all you need to do now is come on the chart, place a limit order, and set and forget. Now you can either use the 4 hour style, whereby I said that every 4 hour, it prints 3 times out of the normal working time. Excuse yourself, go to the gents, ease yourself, then check the charts, manage what you want to manage, come back again. If you can see, forex requires consistency. That's why when I started, it was difficult for me to call learning setback. Maybe because me, I've gone beyond setback and all of that. So that's why I'm telling you how to call me to, like, check the comment section and understand what people are complaining about. And it's okay to complain. It's okay to have setback. Some of us have grown beyond setback. Some of us have understood how to move forward. You just move past it. But if you are someone that's still struggling with these things, these are the things I'm talking about. So you can develop an edge, you get, around patterns that form either the day before or early during the day, such that you place your limit order and do a set and forget. Have a fixed risk, have a fixed SL, and have a fixed TP. So that way you can do your side hustle at the same time trade. Mind you, you must work on your psychology. One thing I told that girl to do when she was in the GT Bank, she's still in the GT Bank though, was that read 15 minutes per day of a book, a trading book. Because all you want to do is that you want to ensure that as you're trading, your psychology is in check. 15 minutes per day, read a book, read a trading book. Every blessed, and she was doing it. That's why when she came to tell me she was funded and she was happy. I mean, I was feeling neutral. I didn't feel anything special because I was like, you are reading, you are journaling. Why wouldn't you be successful? See, in this trading of a thing, if you are doing the right things, you will most likely be successful. You will most likely make money. At least, even though it's small 1%, you will make money. Just give yourself time if you are doing the right things. But if you are lazy to journal, if you are lazy to read, lazy to backtest, obviously you will not have results. You understand what I'm saying? So, I told her to read this book per day, 15 minutes per day, right? She has been journaling before the GT Bank job, so obviously she was used to journaling. So we continue journaling like that. You understand what I'm trying to say? So that's it. Um, to summarize that particular point, you need an edge that works and revolves around a set and forget style. One, two, a limit taking style, pending order, such that you can place your pending order, go back to work, then monitor your charts based on that time frame. If it's a 3 hour time frame, you check every 3 hours. If it's a 4 hours, you check every 4 hours. You understand what I'm trying to say? If it's a 1 hour, you can still manage and check. After that 1 hour, you check your chart. If you are working like with a this side labor job, this laborer job, I'm talking about this menial job, yeah, menial. You can actually, even though it's a 1 hour time frame, you know what you do? This I used to do back then when I was in NYC and I was working with a agricultural construction company. It was the 1 hour stuff. So that 1 hour, I will check the chart, all of the thing. Then for the next 59 minutes, say 1 hour, I get 60 minutes now. I will use 1 minute to check if my setup is there and all of that. 59 minutes, I will put in all the work. So I'm covering up for that time that I will not be on site and I'll be on the chat. So I'll supervise this guy, do that, carry this one, to show my boss that I'm working. So that final 2 minutes of the hour mark, the final 2 minutes before the candle closes, that countdown on the right of your trading view. So when it's reading 58, 57, 58, 56 and going down, I am back to the chat. I'm checking it. Now, do you think my boss will tell me that, oh, these young people of nowadays, you will like pressing phone? You're just pressing phone. You're not working at all. Do you think, even though he wants to, he won't? Because for the 58th minute before that, I have overworked myself. Right? I've overworked myself just to ensure that I know. So, and this is not about being proud or something. You have to be humble. He's still your boss. He's still your boss. You have to be humble. You cannot say, "Oh, I'm trading forex." Now, any one guy back then, he believed that I'm trading forex. I have potential. They've told me I'll be big millionaire with prop firms. You'll be disrespecting your guy, just doing anyhow because you feel that if you do that, you will most likely not even make money. Because if you are proud, you'll be proud in the market, and if you're proud in the market, you will never make money. You need to bring down your ego. Be very humble. Be humble to your boss. Be humble to the market itself. All right, and things would fall in place for you. That's just the principle. It's going to fall in place for you. All right, so I've given, a trick if you are working 9 to 5. I've also given a trick if you are working on a site, a menial job. All right, just impress him for that time you are not checking the chart. Overwork yourself. When it's time for the chart, you just have to be smart. That's the thing. I don't think there's any other way because truly the question is tricky, as Omotayo has asked. The country is hard now. $1 is now 1,650 naira. And we are the one telling people get other sort of income. Get this, get that. Yet we are still telling them to focus on the chart, to concentrate. It's not easy for these people. So I can feel the struggle. That's why I'm giving out my tips for free. I can feel the struggle. I can really feel the struggle. I can feel the struggle. My Forex fund account I passed for the first time. I was on the road from CDS, NYC. I was in Korope then. And I passed the account on the road. Now, was I being stupid? I even passed where they used to collect phone from boys. If you say if you did Lagos, you get some kind of place where you go pass where they feed their hours with the press phone. I will be very careful with my phone. I will look at the time by the right, the countdown time by the right. I will look at, okay, 5 minutes, my setup cannot form, right? Okay, let me put my phone back. Okay, my setup can form now. Check the setup. MT5, place my trade, put my phone back in my pocket. You get, it's just been, just roughing it and all of that. Just rough your way through the process. But when you get to ensure you're working on your edge, you're back testing, you're forward testing, you are doing all the things that require to be. You cannot give excuses. What we don't like is excuses. Oh, because I'm working, the country is hard. I'm a bricklayer. I'm this. That means that no, you need to put in the whole work. All right. Let us know that your excuse is genuine. Your excuse is that okay, NEPA took light, my network went off. Let us understand that your excuse is genuine, not excuses of, oh, I was not sure of the setup. Oh, I was not confident. That means you've not worked on your edge. You've not worked on your edge. Okay. So Mota, I don't know if I've answered that question very well. Someone asked another question. He said, I have 100 sample sizes and it tagged me. I have 100 sample backtested data, including where my edge plays out. I'm not there. I've reviewed my trade. If there are any psychology, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
I
I
have a
don't think
question.
they meant.
How
Mute
how
your
did
mic.
how did how did your mentee turn to your friend?
Are you okay?
Since how many
No
minutes
cast
ago?
out, no cast out.
Are you okay? You want
No
the cast
cast
your
no
guy.
cast out.
No fear, nothing happen. No fear, no fear. Let's concentrate on the topic of this piece, please. Let's focus. Omota, you know that question.
No, 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 no. Please, I'm interested in that topic. This is my
Who be that?
first time on this.
Who be
So
that?
tough, please. Waiting sub. How your mentee become your friend? Please, are they
Wait,
very interested?
Big Temi. Oh, come and undo what you have done. I beg. Come and do. Wait, are
Big
you going
tell
to
me
undo
no
this
do
well done?
nothing, fam. Now you carry your mat, go set yourself up. Oh yeah, come explain, explain, explain.
Thank you. I didn't even get that button.
Oh yeah. A friend is just a friend, nothing more than a friend. Do you
You
understand?
go explain, explain, explain.
Say God, say
Yes,
God.
no day for that.
One listener they laugh for there. You listener, you are laughing. I can see some listeners laughing. People are not serious. Focus on the topic.
Uh. Telling listeners they are not serious. Abba now. Happy Sunday, Bobby. Happy Sunday, Gold. Welcome, OG. Happy Sunday. Big Timmy, you collected mic to come and drag our professor. That's not nice. That's not
Hey,
nice.
please. The English is too big. It's not drag. I am just stating the obvious, and I want to know what happened.
Okay, exposing. Okay,
Nothing
interrogating.
transpired. That's the word. Nothing transpired.
I thought knowledge transpire like there was
Deep,
transfer of
deep,
knowledge.
deep down. My gut is telling me that don't believe this boy.
Your God
Tough, say
says back
God.
testing.
Tough. For us to believe you, say God.
Don't call the name of God in vain, bro. First commandment.
They don't put pencil for corner.
Leave am now, leave am now. But
Anyway,
tough na
thank
my
you,
guy,
Tough.
no go drag am.
And something Tough said also. Maybe I'll put it this way because I get to interact with a lot of um traders that are finding it difficult one way or the other. So I get to know that this thing, yeah, is not something to say. It gets easier, and you probably once you have been able to develop your patience, your discipline, and all of those things, it doesn't make sense that there are setbacks. You just be like, what's setback? How is setback even possible? But in reality, to be very honest, they are actually setbacks. They might not be huge. It might be something really small. It might be something really, really, really small. Oh, stop being too attached to your traits. Something really small, just like um, might be a line. Just tell them something, and they would fix it. They'll just fix up, and you see them with testimonies, their personal accounts, and all of those things. Is that very small thing? Yeah, that's the setback we are talking about. It doesn't even have to be so huge. Investor, okay, your hand is up.
Yeah, I want to say something so I can. I want to step down, but I just want to say this because I think someone asked me two questions the other day, and I've seen the person here, so I just want to address it. Talked about everybody, on the timeline is winning, and he isn't winning. He's still an upcoming trader. The crazy thing is, everybody is an upcomer to the next person you get. Like, I've been trading the financial market, options, crypto since 2019, but I started trading forex fully in July. So you just have to see people that are above you or people that are doing better than you as motivation. Watch their status, be happy for them, watch their Twitter, whatever, be happy for them. And also remember that because someone is happy on social media does not mean they're happy in real life, right? You just have to see everything they do as a motivation and also see it as a glimpse into your future, because if they could do it with the skill you're currently learning, you too can do the same thing with the skill you're currently learning, right? And then the person talked about setback being small capital and stuff. And I think Big Demi, no, Tough spoke about that, about giveaways and stuff like that. So you can actually, participate in giveaways and try to everybody. I know, yeah, everybody has big followers and stuff like that, but at the end of it all, we are all humans. Try to enter people's DM and be sincere, sha. I know a lot of you just want to collect from people, but I learned something from Zeus sometime last 2 years or last year. You talked about how leverage is pour into me, I pour into you, right? Like, you give to me, I give to you. There might be a little thing you have that's so big, and a dolo you think is so big does not actually have. A little knowledge, a little insight, or whatever it is, okay? Don't be scared to actually DM people. And when you DM people, shall just have sense and go straight to the point. So if any of those few things I just, spoke about is your problem. That's how you can go about it. And I just saw something about unlearning YouTube garbage. Why did you even go to YouTube in the first place when there are people with results here that are doing good things, and you're going to YouTube? Sure. If you don't pay money to a mentor, you pay to the market. Unlearning is actually difficult. It's actually very, very difficult to unlearn a habit. It's easier to learn a habit than to unlearn it. But I think he said this is a psychotherapist that be psychologist. They say that it takes 21 days to build a new habit. So if you take 21 days to learn something new, practice it, sit with it. Once you see it, you cannot actually unsee it. So that's just my 2 cents. Thank you, Tayo. Let me go and cook for my children.
And your husband. Thank you very much, Miss Thank you.
Husband, Bao, I'm a single mother.
Your children are far
Invest
from
in
heaven.
key. I dey bring plate to
Okay.
invest in key. I dey bring plate to
I'm
abeg.
a, you dey do it.
I dey bring plate. One spoon. One spoon. I dey bring plate.
No, I'll bring her come, bring her come, bring her come. OJ, why are you doing thumbs down?
Because
Now
you are
you give
lying.
me
I
children.
know who your man is. Oh, if I will go screenshot,
Oh,
record the
so
space.
cute. Please send my
Go
man
send. I
money
give your
for us.
man.
Send my man money for us, please. Send him
I will go
money.
cast
Send
you.
him.
Say you don't deny him for space.
No, OJ, no, come on, come on.
The space is recorded.
Tayo, I'm hacking your Twitter this night. Don't even try me.
No, sorry, I mean that the space is not recorded. OJ, I beg you. All right, thank you, OJ. I'm sorry, thank you, Investor NK. Why am I thinking OJ? Anyway, from what Investor NK said, let me just add something real quick. There was this post. I think it was Mara that made the post, and it was about unlearning something. So instead of trying to unlearn, you it's easier for you to replace the habit with something else. So now, while you're unlearning that thing that you have learned, it is easier for you to replace it with the right thing you want to do or you want to practice. So now, the more, and unlearning is not easy. So the more you are like watching videos of that new thing that you want to actually learn, that new thing you're learning, the more you watch videos, the more you practice it, and the more you take your attention away from the YouTube garbage that you have learned, the easier it becomes to unlearn. Yeah, it's a process. Don't think it's going to happen like in a day or in a week or something like that. It takes a while to fully unlearn the rubbish you have learned before. All right, so it took Big Timmy like the whole year to accept Mike, only for him to take Mike, and next person has to be Pencilla. Good evening, Pencilla. Happy Sunday. I saw Pastor Bobby. Oh, where did Pastor Bobby go?
You.
I don't
What?
understand. I don't understand.
Shut up. Shut
What
up.
part of
Shut up.
what part of what
Shut
part of
up.
Emilio Con do you not understand, Omotayo?
Wait. Big Timmy, I didn't even know you could speak. I thought you were still in hotel room. Oh.
Which hotel room? Who told you I'm in hotel
No,
room?
no, he's eating Amala at the moment.
I
He's
was
eating
eating.
Amala.
No,
Shut up.
Ushamala.
You're eating
Let me tell you.
Amala.
Let me tell you. Relax. Shut up. Let me tell you what I was eating.
No time to sit and
So
shut
I'm
up.
eating this plantain.
Refuse the mute.
Wait, Joe.
Say
I'm
please.
eating this
Say
plantain
please.
chips.
No, shut up. Say
It
please.
is. Oh yeah,
Say please.
please. So I'm eating this plantain chips. Is in the middle of dodo and plantain chips. A little bit chewy. You know that kind of God. You cannot understand except you
Bro,
eat it. Chewy plantain chips. Mad. The taste is mind blowing.
Those one wey dem dey sell for express, abi.
Do you God bless you. But this one
250
is
naira.
this one is a little bit more packaged. But they give me that vibes. You get that
Big
vibes
Timmy,
of bring on
please,
naira on.
can food be a setback in trading? Tough, any idea? Like when you're
How is
eating
that
too much.
how is
Yes
that
o.
possible?
Yes,
E
yes,
dey
yes, it's possible.
e dey
Is
reduce
that like
profitability.
Shut
some
up,
kind of
Joe. Go and shave your
indiscipline?
beard.
Like everything
With food.
goes.
Yes, it's
Hmm?
possible for you.
To the person that is talking. Your cheeks no be like pop off.
Oh, come on, that was perfect timing. I mean, I wish you didn't even complete that statement. What the hell?
Uncommon na definition of work in silence. He just dey silent for there, just meet everybody.
I mean, I respect it. I respect it. All right, Big Timmy. I don't know, but if you look up, the topic of the speaks is setback in trading.
That even
I
chose
said,
sleeping. Someone should talk about sleeping.
see where
Sleeping.
the fuck
Sleeping.
up is. See where the fuck
Give
up
me the
is.
sleep.
Immediately, I don't leave the chips, so I don't forget chips. Immediately told me to look up. Now chips I see. Anyways, what setback in trading? Shabi, you are giving questions. Which question are you going to give me?
I worked 12 hours as a first man in a day. How can I incorporate trading and still be profitable?
You worked what?
I pinned the tweet on the Jumbotron. Look up.
Oh, okay, okay. I worked 12 hours as a first man in a day. How can I? You have 12 hours. The remaining 12 is it to trade, you know. It's not that hard. How can I incorporate trading and still be profitable? What is funny? Is it not the fact?
You know what me
So
sleep at all? You know go rest.
now you know now you know the kind of money where they
Um,
find.
Big Timmy. I mean, we want like real answer, not plantain chips answer.
Ah, oh yeah. So you know, at the end of the day, I think like it depends on uh the kind of trader he is because you know, if you know that you are doing that kind of work, then definitely, I mean, it's already good when you're learning trading. You would always go through that part where you learn, oh, you know, scalpers, you know, day traders, swing traders, and position traders, right? Um, and if you can take a look at it, if it's someone that has actually gotten to that stage where you know he has learned the basics and you know even more than the basics and has gotten to that stage where he has you know gotten an edge, he has a strategy, has realized himself as a trader, then definitely we want to start talking about you know um how he actually wants to plan his trading, you know and infuse it into the kind of work he's doing so he can also be making money, right? You know, but then the question now is, even as a normal trader, I think Tov has even answered this. As a normal trader, you don't. It's so rare for you to actually take trades for hours because majority of the trades, if you time it well, majority of the trades you take, you know, between 2-3 hours, you're done. Except you want to go for swing trades and the likes, right? With the type of strategies that are out there right now, this ICT and co, you know, they always come out with all these small stop loss. And imagine, you know, you catching a trade of, 5 pip stop loss, 10 pip stop loss. All you need to target is, 1:2, 1:3, to get that profitable edge. And on Euro USD, on GBP USD, you usually will get this between an hour or two. So you don't necessarily need the whole day, right, to sit on the chart and really try and say, yeah, you want to make money. In fact, I feel like it's that way that you're actually not going to make money. Even for the lady that Toff was talking about, for me, I feel like it's majorly because of the fact that her spare time was used into something else. Like she was putting that spare time into something else, so she was not really so attached to the market, right? She was detached because at the same time she has to share this time with something that is just as important as trading, right? So the person just needs to understand that there are so many ways and so many methods you can use to get that style that you want to be using personally. And you need to back test it. Yeah, definitely you need to test it out. You need to check the variables, understand, is this thing actually going to work for me? It takes time, it takes a lot of you need to have a lot of confidence, because this time around you want to do it your own way. I don't think because you are basically going on this journey because of your current reality, your current circumstance. So you might not be able to see someone to emulate. So within this, you might literally need to build your own confidence when it comes to taking trades like that, because you might need to be taking trades, doing odd hours or something. But notwithstanding, it is a clear thing, it's a clear fact that you can actually still be profitable with a job of 12 hours. You just need to time yourself well, honestly. Because I can say, like, okay, so I can give you an example, right? There are times where, say, I'm working way late into the night and I get bored or something. Sometimes I look into the Asian session, and the same Asian session that a lot of people say is very slow, I don't like trading it, I pass accounts. There are times where before I wake up, I've already passed the account, because I like to scalp sometimes. So Asian session is always very, very, sweet to do stuff like that. So when I'm bored and I start to, trade like that, I just, get into it, do what I want to do. An hour or two, I'm done. I go to bed, you know, and that's just to show that there is really no limitation. You can definitely trade at any point in time, but you just need to understand what it takes and how you're you know supposed to, like, navigate around that particular time. So you can definitely do it. It's not an excuse at all. So yeah, I don't I hope that it's not a plantain chips
So,
analogy.
Victimi, we really appreciate, your input. Thank you very much, Victimi. That's not a plantain chips, answer.
Ah, my head is swell. Shit, man. Ah, fuck.
Yeah, this so for say you get everything I talk, you have for no you know. All right, so uncommon, uncommon. Do you listen to music 24/7?
I no go use you play skiki.
I do. I'm a music lover,
Twenty four
and as
seven.
far as I'm concerned, man, any fucking time. Sorry, anytime. My man, what's good in the hood? See, how's food? But I just took permission to really step out real quick because I have
I
something
don't talk am.
to
I swear to God, that is the
do with
main
my
reason why I
students.
unmute my mic.
No,
I
no, no,
won't
no,
be
no, no,
like,
no, no. Chill, chill. Hold on. Big Tell me chill now.
okay,
Maybe that's kind of step out
okay,
too. And
okay,
my
okay.
community members,
I know the young common. Let's have a common.
but go come on because I didn't talk to you especially. All right. Tomotayo, thank you very much for having me. Big Timmy, I see you. Pensula, my man, I see you. OJ, I see you. Ola Daniel, I see you.
Sorry,
Polari, I
uncommon.
see
Is it me? Is it
you.
my Temi that you just pronounce like that?
I call big. See the
Ah,
big,
please be putting
big
big. Oh, that Temi,
Timmy,
that Temi, Temi
big.
sounds like you're calling a female.
All right. And of course, Toph. Um, yeah, thank you guys for joining, and of course the anonymous listeners and the listeners themselves. Thank you all. You guys should help me thank Toph personally because I just actually relocated to a new location, right? And I was having crazy ass network for the past, should I say, almost 2 weeks right now, like crazy as fuck. And I don't know how. I was even thinking of vexing. Say, make I vex, go buy Starlink. Make I just vex. Then, tough, just called in one fateful evening and then just give me the recipe to solve the issue. And right now,
You mean you
I'm
mean you
loud and
mean
clear.
Soft stopped you from buying Starlink and you want us to thinking?
No, hold on. No, hold on. Don't go that link right now. I was thinking of vexing, do it right. It didn't stop me, but then for now, I am able to do what I need to do, depending when that other alternative comes in. Of course, I see gold in the
Give me
building.
money,
Big
money,
T.
money, money, money. Give me money, money, money.
Send your account number. Make I embarrass you. What's wrong with you?
So talk to me, say thank you in cash,
You know what I'm
not by
saying?
words.
All right. So thank you very much, guys, for having me. So real quick, yeah. I heard when Talk spoke, Investor NK, Big Timmy talked about different aspects, right? And there was something that aligns that is in common with the questions that were asked, regardless of their disparities or differences, right? Or different angles. So you understand that at the end of the day, everybody's asking based on their own challenge, and these challenges that you're going through, nobody will help you come out of that challenge. No matter what tough, how tough tries to tell you, you see, or how BTM try to tell you, or NK, you will find out that in their talks, you see that they actually were in the same, or more like in their own kind of challenge as compared to yours, right? But they've had to find a way around it, and it is their own reality. They cannot impose how they did it on you to make sure you follow that track. It might not even work for you, right? Because your reality and theirs are not the same, right? So the thing you need to understand is there will always be setback, right? But you have to find a way. If they give you a land to till, right? And the only thing you have is just spoon and knife, and then the person next to you has hoe and cutlass, and then the next person has tractor, right? Your reality is your reality. You just have to find a way. You cannot start giving excuses and say, because of the spoon and knife, then I could not till the soil, and I could not look. If the spoon and knife would not allow you till the entire acres of land that is presented to you, maybe on the equals, right? You can look for a portion to start with. At the end of the day, you just have to find a way around your reality to make sure that there is growth. All right, because what I tell people, right, no matter how slow, excuse me, no matter how slow things might be for you, right? No matter how difficult things might be for you, no matter how limited things might be for you as compared to your peer groups, as compared to other people you come online to see, do not compare yourself with anybody, right? I cannot say because of I am in this situation right now, then I start looking at Omota and say, ah man, this girl is enjoying herself. Or I look at Tough and say, Tough is enjoying herself, then I'm depressed. Our realities are not the same. We're not walking in the same shoes. So first of all, you must understand the shoes you walk in first. And that's why, and that see, this has really, really helped me, because I think that's the only way that anyone can relate with on the grand scheme of things, to be able to move ahead with whatever challenges they are going through. I had to tell myself that I am never in the same shoes with anybody, so I need to understand my shoe first. Because even the person you're looking up to and you're like, this person is enjoying, you don't even know where it hurts in that person's shoe. You're just seeing maybe whatever is being privileged to the person at that point in time from your perspective, because you lack that exact thing that you want, right? But you don't know what the person is going through, right? So first of all, try to understand your own shoes and see how to strategize your solutions to your strategy around that. But at the end of the day, you know what you should focus on, because that's what I focused on. I focused on growth. Look, if I stay and I look back in the last 3 months and I don't see any progress, then there's a problem. If I look back, even 3 months is even too much, because there are little tasks, little things that you need to be solving. One week I look back and I don't see I'm not moving, or things there are some things I may not expect the large move. But see, those little things that will make up to that larger move, to the completion of that larger move, has to be moving. And those are the things that keep me going. Those are the things that has kept me going. Those are the things that will always keep me going. All right, and that's why you see that every now and then when I mean, this is just the forex space, right? I'm this should be, what's this, February? I think this should be my 1 year on the space, right? And you would have witnessed a lot of things that I've been able to do within that point in time, bringing out a lot of stuff, right? And it doesn't just boil down within this industry. I have other industries that I'm into, and I'm also doing the same thing there. So at the end of the day, what kept me going, what kept me, achieving these milestones, were because of the fact that I always want to see myself moving. I always want to see myself doing something. Now, in the area whereby you are being fixated with a particular schedule that's affecting your trading. And of course, we say it here that you have to give trading 100%, because why? Trading demands your time. It demands your time to actually get that knowledge, so that later you can now say, okay, I have the freedom to do whatever I need to do, because now I have the skill and I can trade anytime I want and I know where to get the money from. But before then, right, you have to find a way around it. Be it you having a 9 to 5 job, it's not an excuse. Be you having looking for other streams of income that people might be telling you that you need to get other stream of income for you to, don't only focus on trading. It has to be something around you. Now I'm going to talk about the people who are doing 9 to 5. I'm going to talk about people who are looking for other streams of income to be able to go along with their trading. And for those of you that are doing 9 to 5, right, you just need to find your way around it. I know the fact that you come back, you're tired, you need to sleep. You heard when Big Timmy said that, yeah, sometimes he trades in the night, right? Asian sessions, right? What did he do? He still good start trading Euro USD by that time. He looks for pairs that around that moves around that time, and he trades. And I think there was one time, I think during the giveaway party we did early this year, I think it was tough. that was talking about Big Timmy having the best time uh, trading in December when most people will follow the narrative of I don't trade December. No, the market does not move during that time. And Bitcoin had I heard that he had a very very good time out during that time. At the end of the day, you see, um, uh, regardless of the narrative that was put out there that you don't have to trade during that time, market does not move. A lot of traders are going on vacations, the market volatility is low. He had to find a way around, it to get something, for himself, regardless. So you know that you see that you need to now sit down and say, okay, now what is my problem? What is my challenge? How do I need to do it? I work 9 to 5. Most of the time, I'm always tired. There are some times that you might have some free times. There are sometimes you might there should always there will definitely be a way around it, because at the end of the day, let's even look at itself. No matter how tight it is, I'm sorry to use this word, but when it time to involve sexual acts, you will find a way. You must find a way to knock that thing. So find a way. It's your life, right? So you just have to find a way to do that, right? Now, for those of you that are looking for other streams of income, okay, you like for me, this is what I did, right? I never wanted to work a 9 to 5 because I knew that I didn't want to be on the I didn't want to work for anyone, right? And this is something that my dad had always instilled in us for a very long time, that you not work for anybody, you do this and do that, stuff like that. So it didn't come from a thing of pride, or "Nah, I just don't want to work for anybody," because no, it's just what I have been always been exposed to, right? And then what happened? I started tilting towards that line in terms of my actions and everything I was doing, right? So when I started, that's why I started embracing online jobs, because I was fortunate enough to meet the internet at the early stage, right? And I was seeing a lot of things that was happening, and I knew that the future, which we are in right now, we are going to even go and transform further, is going to be based on the internet, right? That's why they've been able to engineer what happened in 2020, and then better the stay at home, work from home, and all those stuff, right? And meanwhile, I've been working from home since when I was since 2010, 2009, the rest of them, right? And then when it was social media came in 2013, and people see me at home working, and like, what are you doing? You need to go work, and those kind of stuff. But everything I was doing was on the internet, so it was easier for me to transform, to learn trading, because I had been able to arrange my other stream of income around the internet, around what's going to keep me at home. So if I'm going to go on a break, I can just go to my chat, or go and read one thing, right? So everything is just me switching from Windows to Windows. So that was how I was able to build myself around it. So when trading now came in play, it was easier for me. So for you who don't have another stream of income right now, right, and you still want to learn trading, you have an opportunity to go and learn a skill around, maybe the tech, something that will just keep you on that your screen, that is also in line with trading, where you can watch something on YouTube. You can still, if it's web development you're doing, if it's the web design, I mean graphic design you're doing, if it's video editing, anything is just there. So it's easier for you to switch. You're still in the same place, right? That's for you guys who are trying to get another stream of income. And trust me, there are a whole lot of opportunities, right, that you guys can actually leverage on even within the niche, the forex industry. I think I've talked about this one time when we hosted the space, right? There are a lot of opportunities. You need to sit down and actually look out for these opportunities. Opportunities are everywhere. Sometimes for me, I don't wait for opportunities. I create opportunities for myself, because I don't like that waiting, stuff, right? So that's for me. But you might not have that, capability to do that, but you can as well sit down and open your eyes. Now, let me hit on the topic real quick before I leave. Just a line. Setback. Now, setback is not hard, right? For you to actually get back, like for you to, that is the word, repair or something like that. What you just need to do is, you have made a plan that you are supposed to follow through, right? And then while in the course of you following through your plan, you had a setback. Now, when you have a setback, you have to plan how to get out of that setback. You have to plan how. Let's take for example, now you have your trading plan, and you say, okay, I want to achieve, I want to pass my profit account, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this, I'm going to target 1 to 3 hour, this and that. That's your plan. Now, once that your plan has a setback, you now have to draw another plan of how you intend to come out of that setback. Okay, now what's my plan for this new trading week? What do I intend to achieve? Now, if you're on drawdown, you cannot assume that your plan, or you cannot say that your plan will be the same as when you were not on drawdown at this point in time. So you need to work on fixing that drawdown at that point in time. When you achieve that little goal, then you go back to the bigger goal, and then from there you keep expanding, and then like that. So every setback you actually encounter, you need to make a plan for it, on how you intend to come out of that setback. On this note, I drop my mic, and I must recognize the presence of Bobby, my man. It's good in the hood.
surprised that came from Big Timmy. I'm not even going to lie. But anyway, thank you, Uncle Moon. Thank you so much for that. All right. I don't know. God, is it your network? Bobby, is it your network? Why are you people disappearing to reappear?
It's your own network.
Guy, rest. Big Timmy, when are you starting gym now?
When I buy car.
Wow. Bobby, happy Sunday, Pastor Bobby.
Yeah. Happy Sunday, Mutai. How you guys doing?
We're doing good. We're doing good.
Happy Sunday, everyone. Come on. One or two things have just been taking me away from the space and bringing me back. I'm saying this because my enemies would think it's my network. It's not my network. It
Oh,
is
it's not
me.
your network. It's what? It's one or two things.
It
Okay.
is me.
Okay.
It's not my network. So it's
It's
not the
one or two
strategy.
things.
It's me.
You or your network.
What's up now? Is it my turn to speak?
Yes, sir.
Setbacks in trading. It's a very terrible thing, no? But it's not a terrible thing too. If you look at it
Bobby,
from
you're owing us one gist. Can you
hold on,
remember?
hold on. We'll do that in a very correct way. Don't worry. We'll do that in a very correct way.
Okay.
Sorry, please. Can you remind me about the gist? What's the gist?
I beg you, no go gym, may you leave us.
You know, yes, say now when I get car, I would go they go gym. Which one they no disturb me. Oh. If you don't see me post car, now then you can start to disturb me. Eh,
Can you
wait,
imagine? These are
wait,
one of the things we are talking about.
waiting be
When
the
you when you have
make I
this, that's when you
make
will do this.
waiting you they
But
talk. Waiting you they talk. Make I the mount back go gym. If I don't tire uncle.
But big tell me,
Hmm?
when I will start the go gym, I go oppress tear.
Ah,
Omotayo
my
go suffer for
God.
my
They
hand.
don't know. They
Omotayo and
cannot understand.
oh no 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 no.
May God make your dreams come true.
Eh? Waiting be
Omotayo is
dreams.
doing
Waiting be
Omotayo is
dreams.
doing more than oppression.
Because this
Because
is not
Amotayo's
gist now.
videos,
Do you get?
Amotayo's videos and pictures of the gym is I don't even understand. I don't understand. I don't want to say much. Make it not be say maybe Odogu be on here.
Mm-hmm.
Odogu could be on here now, right? So it's not hear me speaking on matters I'm not supposed to be speaking on. I mean,
Make you
it's
no
not like this.
make you no send man them come meet you for house.
You understand. Make I focus on the one we pay me. Mm. So setback. Omo, my own setback cost me. Jesus Christ.
Wait, Bobby. The people they ask question, not talk about your own setback. Answer question.
What's the question?
Make I find one give you. I dey come.
Alright, so there's one I pinned. Why? I've been struggling with taking impulsive trades before my setup. Can you see it, Bobby?
On the comment section, yeah?
No,
I
no,
pinned
no,
it in the
Jumbotron.
Jumbotron.
Okay.
Sorry, wait. Omotayo.
Okay, I've been struggling.
Omotayo, can you hear me?
Big Timmy here.
Spell that Jumbotron again.
I can't spell it. I'm sorry.
I've been struggling with taking impulsive trades before my setup forms. I just automatically complete it in my head without actually confirmation. Oh shit, you're actually completing a trading setup in your head without confirmation. Ha! It's my risk management system that is saving me right now. Please, is there anything I can do to build a patience habit? See, nobody, this is my own belief anyway. Nobody brought patience from anywhere. You just have to you just have to do it. You just have to learn how to do it. There's nobody say this person is a patient person, this person is a well, I think you can help yourself This is what, because that's like jumping the gun. That's one of the trading errors. That's like jumping the gun before your trade forms, right? And I think that's a psychological problem. That's not a strategy problem or your edge problem or anything. Like my Douglas said, that's one of the things that your edge will not help you with. Your edge will not help you with jumping the gun. You have to be the one, because if you are looking at it from the angle of the fact that you have to be the one to click the buy button, you have to be the one to click the sell button. So, but if I should look back and if I should look back at the times where I used to do things like this, will be because, yeah, I've seen this setup from somewhere. Definitely, the price is trading below the previous day low. I know it's going to come back. So I do not have to wait for that 5 minutes break of structure that I've told myself that I will wait for, or my system has told me that once price trades below the previous day low. Now, this is just an example. I'm not saying you go and trade anytime price is trading below the previous day low. If price trades below the previous day low and you want to be a buyer in the market, you're now waiting for your 5 minutes break of structure. That's your own edge. That 5 minute break of structure that will show you that price has moved from a bearish delivery to a bullish delivery. Now, it's either you want to get in fast so that you can have a lot of profits margin. That's you being greedy. Or you are in a drawdown and you easily want to just get out of it, and then you're not telling yourself that I've seen this thing so many times, this is going to play out. I mean, you do not control the markets. You just have to change your belief system, because the price can even keep going down. That's the issue. In the case where you want to buy, imagine where the price is now. You're now in the buy position and the price keeps going down. What do you now do then? Number one, you won't have a good, like, you won't even know where to place your stop loss. That's if you even know where to place it. You won't be using the right risk management. Now you're gambling. That's gambling. That's not trading, because you're not waiting for your edge to form. You're not waiting for what you've used hundred of hours or what you've paid somebody for, and the person has told you, this is how I do it. I wait for this to happen. If this happen, I do this, I do this. Now you're not waiting for that. That's you gambling. So I want you to ask yourself, if you are going to do this thing, this is how I talk to myself. If I'm going to do this thing 10 times in a row, will it make me more, will it make me money, or it will take money from you? I mean, if it's not going to make me money, then why do I keep doing it? Why would I want to be acting like a cunt or an asshole? Forgive me, I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. That's just the truth. I mean, it's not that hard to behave like a professional. A professional won't do that. I dare you to behave like a professional. I want to bet with you to behave like a professional. What does a professional trader has to do to be consistently profitable? You simply have to just wait for your edge to form. You can never control the market. Recently with all these prop firms and everything, you should open your mind to the fact that all our orders are not being placed. It's just demo. So ask yourself, the fair value gap that you're buying that is not being imputed into the real market, and you think that's what's moving the market because it just gave you two or three wins in a row, and you think that your fair value gap is the bomb. So won't it make sense for you to use the proper risk management when you enter a trade, knowing that your whatever lot size you're using is not even the one moving the markets? Won't it make sense for you to wait for that 5 minutes break of structure before you buy? So it all comes down to changing your belief. If you believe that you would jump the gun 10 times and you will make money 10 times, then okay, no problem. Keep jumping the gun. Let's see where it gets you. Another thing that is going to help you not to jump the gun again and also like build your confidence is journaling. I feel like journaling, look, journaling is better than backtesting. Yeah, I don't know. To an extent, I do not know. I might be wrong, but I believe that journaling, because it helps me track so many things. With backtesting, I cannot track my emotion. And emotion is a big thing for my edge to play out. For me to to be able to make the amount of money that my edge is going to give to me. If my edge is going to give me 50K in January or in February, for me to be able to withdraw or experience that whole 50K, I need my emotions to be in check. That's not my emotions. Like, for example, this one I'm talking about, like jumping the gun. I need my emotions to be in check so that I will not jump the gun, so that I can experience my full 50K profit. How do I do that? By having my journal. January was a bad month for me. But I keep journaling and I'll go back to my journal to go and check if I'm doing the right thing, if I'm doing the wrong thing. If it's just the markets that is not being that is not giving me my edge at the moment. Another reason why most people jump the gun is they want to be a winner on that trade, that particular trade that you're taking. You want that trade to be a winner. You want that trade to be the trade that will give you the money that you have been expecting for Valentine. No, Valentine don't pass off. That's why you're jumping the gun. You are focusing on the outcome of that particular trade instead of the process. The process is you focusing on price getting to where you want to buy. You wait for your you wait for your edge to play out, which is, I'm not using a break of structure for an example, on a certain price time frame. That's you following the process. If that trade gives you money, gets to your TP, then you're good. If you hit your stop loss, no problem. You move on to the next trade. As long as you do not make that trade a trade that will give you all the old money that you're expecting from the markets, which is that way. If you're thinking that way, then you now have to be over leveraged. Even when the trade, and the worst thing is, if you take a buy, you not wait for your break of structure to form. Price, if you use a stop loss anyway, price hits your stop loss. Before you know, just a little trade to the upside, you will take another buy. Little trade to the upside, you take another buy. It will hit stop loss. Little trade to the upside, you take another buy. At the end of the day, you've lost 5% on one buy. Just one buy. And the funny thing is your profit factor is just 1 to 3, but you have lost 5%. So if eventually the last one not even gets to TP, you're not even going to be break even in all your trades. So back to journaling, your journaling now helps you track your behavior. That's why when you journal is one to join the right way is another thing. It's a different thing, it's a different ball game when you just scream your before and after and all those things. But when you have everything surrounding that particular trade, which is how you are thinking, the decision you made, even the picture of the news that is going on that day, every single thing that has to do with that day that could affect the market and could affect you as the trader, every single thing. That's what you should keep in place. That's what should be in your journal. So that's why it's easy for me when I go back there to go and check. There's this peace of mind that it gives me as long as I'm doing the right thing and I'm following my trading plan. I understand that I will be fine on the long run. So for the person jumping the gun, change your belief. That one trade is not the trade that will make you a billionaire. It is series of trade. So it makes sense, even if you don't get a trade in a day, as long as it's not that you missed the trade, your entry formed and you were you're so scared to take the buy trade. That's another problem again. But as long as the entry did not form, price just kept going to the downside, did not give you your favorite break of structure that you're always looking for to be able to enter a trade, then it's a good day. You acted like a professional. You did not go against your rule. Because if you are managing, if somebody call, if Nigeria call you now and give you our budget now, say okay, help us manage it to let's give us like 10% profit for us to see money, would you be making the same decision? Because the problem is, one of the biggest problem is that we come from a society where society has already shaped us to like follow rules, do this, don't do this. Then you now come across trading where you are the boss. You can take, what does it take for you to even be a trader? It's simple. The prop firms will not evaluate you, the brokers will not evaluate you. Sign up, create accounts, deposits, start doing whatever you want to do. So that mindset that everything is free, I can do as I like. That's another problem again that makes people, you know, act like an unprofessional. So if you are lucky enough to have somebody that you can pay X amount of money that will literally hold your hand from beginner to profitability, that's a huge blessing. That's a blessing on its own, I believe. So that's all I can say on whoever is jumping the gun. And yeah, is it that we'll be going through the? There's another
Thank
question, please.
you, Bobby. Sorry, what? You're reading the
I'm
next question already, Abby?
uh, I don't know. Or is somebody supposed to go next?
No, 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 no.
Okay. Please, I'm always scared of trading more than one pair at the same time. I'm even scared of opening more than position. I think it means more than one position at the same time. I don't know if this is a setback, but what can I do to kill this fear? Do you have a? I mean, there are some questions that your trading plan should be the ones to answer. That's another thing again. There are some questions you have to get to a stage if you want to start experiencing consistent profits. You have to get to a stage whereby your trading plan and your journal will be the one to answer some questions. Because now the person is asking, I'm even scared of opening more than one position at the same time. If you ask somebody that is like a scalper, person will give you a different advice from somebody like a swing trader, because I think a scalper would open more than one, and for a swing trader to open more than one is going to take a while, because price, for example, if you're in the sell, price have to move an X amount of pips away from the initial entry, then you want to see another setup form before you take that sell. So your trading plan is okay for if you want to take more than one position on a trade. There has to be, what do you want to see before you add another position to a particular trade? If you are in a buy from your initial entry and price is now going in profits, okay, you want to take advantage of that one move, which is okay, because there are some times whereby a single move can give you like two or three entry, and it's okay for you to take advantage of it, but not blindly. It has to be, what do you want to see? For me, I want to see price trade. For example, if I'm in a buy and I'm looking to add more position, I like to use the 15 minutes time frame for that. And I want to see, if I'm in a buy now, I want to see price trade to the upside and then pull back below, maybe like a most recent low. I don't want to see it touch another block and continue going. No, I want to see it come back below a low. Like it's just like trading outside the range on the 15 minutes. Then I now go to the 5 minutes to look for an entry. Easy. I've already made things easy for me. I know what I want to see for me to add another entry. If I don't see it, I don't add. I just allow the initial entry from the beginning, let it do its job. So what will take away that fear of adding more position is if you just have a trading plan in place, knowing that I'm in this trade, I want to do this on so time frame before I now add another position. That's easy as that. You have to set your rules. And I'm scared of trading more than one pair. That's because you've not, you don't have a trading plan. That's also what I would say. I mean, because this two questions regarding a trade, you don't have a trading plan. That's why when you jump on the chart, you keep gambling. At the beginning of the day, you realize that at the beginning of the day, you say, okay, you would have drawn your line. I want price to come to this 1 hour order block before I take a sell. But at the end of that same day, you would have taken multiple sell even before price comes to that other block that you've made up your mind that you want to trade from at the beginning of the day because you don't have a plan. And that's why you're scared of trading one pair too, trading more than one pair. I don't know, maybe somebody that trades more than one pair will be the best person to. I do also, but in another way. But I advise you if you are scared, then just focus on one. I mean, you can make a lot of money from one. And also, if you build a set of rules that will make you add position when your trade is winning. So work on your trading plan. That will take away your fear. That way you'll be acting based on data, not on your emotions. You're scared because you are doing most on your emotions. But if you're acting on your data, you're making decisions based on data, I'm sure you'll be fine. Sorry. What are the things we are supposed to look for when trying to journal a trade? Everything that has to do with that particular trade. Me personally, I journal the yes, my journal. I journal the dates. I have the dates. I have the pair. I have the position, if it's a long position or a short position, which is a buy or sell. I have my point of interest. Where did it trade to? Is it previously low? Is it Asian low? All those things. I like using the daily chart as my higher time frame. So I always have the daily charts. Then I have my entry before, I have my entry after. I have my entry time. Then I have my risk and I have my reward. Then I have my note. My note is for every other thing that has to do, which is like the emotions, how I'm feeling, the things I did, what I'm supposed to do, what I'm not supposed to do. And I also have a column for if that day is like a red, any news is going on, I take a screenshot and I put it in that folder. So the dates, the pair, the position, the point of interest, the daily time frame, my entry before and after time frame, the entry time, the risk, the reward, and notes. That's all I do. So that during the weekend, when I go back to that trade, everything I need to make a decision on it is there. It's not like okay, it has time has gone, this information has gone, especially how you are feeling, which is the emotions. It's easy for me to journal my emotion at the moment, not after. After I might be feeling another type of way. So I might not get the correct data to put into my journal. So Omota, I think I've answered
You see this last
all the
thing you
questions you
said
put
here?
up.
Yeah, that's the last question. That's the last question I'm answering. But this last point you made here, I love it so much because I also journal like as I'm trading. I don't like this idea of journaling after because I just might not be able to express it fully. I don't think it's going to be accurate enough. That's for me though. And I'm glad I'm hearing it from somebody else really. Um it's only end of the week review that I know I do with what's it called? I know I do like much later after end of the day, end of the week, and things I can do after and not during the trade. But other things, I mean, I like to do it all on the trade. So I think we've answered all of the questions in the Jumbotron. I'm sorry, in the comment section. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you to the speakers, Bobby, Professor Toff,
Omo Tayo, now say you
Pencil.
skip me today. Omo,
I thought you spoke before Big Timmy. Oh my god, you didn't talk. I'm sorry. I knew I
no,
called Pencila, so my head was like Pencila already spoke. I didn't know. I forgot that Big Timmy spoke when I called Pencila. So sorry. You can go now, please. It totally skipped my mind. I thought you spoke before.
don't worry, don't worry. I was
Now Big
preparing to
Timmy
step
caused
out
this
now.
thing.
Since
Sorry, what?
I was preparing to step out now, that would be next time.
It can only be me.
Big Timmy, you do this one, no. Big Timmy, but when you spoke, you heard that I called Pencila, Abi.
Yes, I heard.
Alright now, no wala. Apologies, Pencila, and thank you for showing up.
Ursula, show up next week.
Gold refused to speak to us. She said she's too big for us. Alright, Muslim baby, thank you. And I'll see you
All right,
next.
what?
Sorry. Oraro. Big Timmy, come on here, I beg.